Hello. Good morning. Spirit just said share my message. Spirit's ready to get the messages out. Let me turn this out. Share my message, the number 8. Eight's infinity. Let me ring my bell. Thank you so much. Hello. Good morning. My name is Patience. I am your psychic medium, host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physicalness. I'm here with my very own spirit team, the Guild of the Golden Triangle, and we're here to bring another message forward. We do psychic development here on the YouTube, and we do our ascension process on TikTok, where we share spirit nuggets and things that have helped us in our ascension process. And we hope that it helps you too through our own experience. And then on Spirit News, we teach you about your non-physicalness to help you understand energy, and that we're non-physical beings having a human experience, and it kind of helps you change your perception. It's got a notification. Confirmation. So thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful. Question. Yes, we're going to ask some questions today.
Please go.
Please go. Okay. I just want to say thank you for being here. I'm so grateful, and everything always works out for me. I'm truly favored and highly blessed. So let's get started. Spirit, how about we do a song? Let's do a song to paint the picture, okay? That Spirit wants us to know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see what Spirit wants us to know. It's on shuffle. Oh, there's a malfunction. It's playing, but it's not playing. So someone could possibly be having some kind of malfunction or a hard time. Let's try that again. Yeah, it's not working. Okay, so someone's having a malfunction. Someone could possibly be having a hard time with something. I'm going to try it one more time. Let me see. Oh, it's because it's on another phone. Change. This. Alright, this song's called Fire Up the Night, New Medicine. I just want to say something. Alright, hear me out. Hear me out. I was 2:15 when I started feeling blue. I never tell the truth. I was thinking about you. So someone who may have said a lie or told a lie, or someone who has a hard time telling the truth, or maybe they lie a lot, but now they're starting to feel sad, or they're starting to, maybe their lies are starting to come back on them. You left a little scar, and I wonder where you are as I come into my car and I'm headed to the bar. So someone who's drinking to possibly um, drown in their sorrows, I guess. I listen to The Lonely Boy in a Lonely World, and yes, I know it's true. I close my eyes and I find you, and the dirty little things we do. Oh, someone's lusting over you. In the middle of the night when I dream of getting you, grab my hairs going crazy thinking what I do to you. I'd rip off all your clothes as I'm breaking down the door. So someone's really lusting after you. They're drinking. They may have lost you because they lied about something. I make you beg for more as I pin you to the floor because you'd be screaming. Baby, don't stop. We can fire up the night. Make me feel alive. I fire up the night. I fire up the night. And then I put you on the bed and ruffle through my head. I never thought a girl I'd see, but you're making me believe. Lick my poison young. Now I got you on my song. You whisper I'm the best while you finger on my chest. Someone is lusting after you. What the hell? What did they do? What happened? I close, and I know it's true. I close my eyes and I'm with you. I'm yelling you the whole night through. In the middle of the night when I dream of getting you, grab my hairs going crazy thinking what I do. Oh my gosh, someone's lusting after you. Oh, listen to this. I'm going down on you proving what I want is true. Let me show you what it's like when you're not afraid to fly. To hell with them, all them girls, 'cause you know upon my world I couldn't tell you why. I'm yours until I die. Aww. So someone's really craving you. They're missing you. They want to have sex with you for sure, but I think that it kind of feels like that's their way of showing you. Like they feel like if they could just have sex with you, that would show you. But that's not really what intimacy is. I think this person may have problems expressing their feelings or intimacy. Let's see. They may associate sex with intimacy, and so it makes them, hey Blair, hello, Red Rum. So this person's lusting after you because they may have made a mistake, some kind of lie that maybe you created some boundaries or you um, put up a fence because they lied to you. But this person, maybe they cheated on you because it says no other girls for me, but now that you're gone, they might be realizing that they really actually love you, and but the only way they know how to show it is through sex. Thank you, Spirit. Please tell us more clues in this Dream Decoder book. Shapes. Knowledge and shapes. I have 10, 11, 12, 13, and I have a circle, oval, and an egg shape. Our world is made up of shapes for a shape to be significant, a significant other. And they've been dreaming of you just like the song, in a dream. It needs to stand out in some way. So they think that their sex is a way for them to stand out. So that's why they want to have sex with you so bad. You may dream of a cube or a triangle floating in space, but dreams are more commonly filled with recognizable entities rather than abstracts. So this person is, you're familiar with this person. This person is someone you know. It's probably someone very close to you. It's not an abstract person or a stranger. So take note of any shape that draws attention to itself, a circular house, for example, or a person made up of box shapes. So this, you may have been separated like boxes from this person. Modulate, yeah. You guys are separated right now. But something that but you guys are interlinked in dreams. You may have telepathic communication with this person, or they may try to come to you in your dreams, or hello, ciao. Um, they could possibly have contradicted this connection. Maybe they didn't realize how strong it was. Maybe they didn't realize or want to admit that you guys were interlinked so intricately. But now that you're separated, they can't stop thinking about you. Um, they may be they're urging to step back and look at the life that from an entirely new perspective. Wow. Maybe I'm getting that being apart from you kind of made them see how much they care about you. This person may be like a cycle, like this person may go in circles. They may have a hard time representing their false. Okay, false. Circular shapes. Office. Office. Oh, I see what you're saying, Spirit. This person may, on accident, I don't think they mean to, but they may approach love like a business transaction more than like an intimate exchange. And so that's why they're so focused on sex with you. The number two. They want it to be you two, but they really don't. A Ouija board. They could possibly be using a Ouija board, Spirit says. They could be possibly using a Ouija board to try to get into your dreams or something. They may be wanting to get close to you to see what you're doing, or to see who you're with, to see if you're with anybody. Where this, they want to know what goes on. They want to know what predominates your life and what gives you steady growth and progress. They may potentially be using divination to spy on you. But that's a no-no. You shouldn't spy on people with divination. You can't spy on people against their will. As long as they're doing that, it'll create a cycle. It'll create distance between you because that's not allowed. You can't spy on someone. You kind of have to go into the unknown and just kind of see what happens and see what kind of naturally takes shape, since we're talking about shapes. This person, I have 10, 11, 12, 13. This person could be possibly very mature when it comes to emotions, and so they don't really know how to express their emotions on a higher level. So that's why they're doing the divination. I see tarot right here. 13 considered unlucky for centuries, partly because it symbolizes death and rebirth. In the tarot, death challenge the possibility of failure conclusion. So they have a fear, confirmation on my phone. They have a fear that this relationship has reached its conclusion, that they may have possibly failed at something with you, some kind of spiritual order.
Orange.
They may orange. They're in their feelings right now.
Otherworld.
Spirit just said otherworld, and I see submission, sacrifice, and perseverance. They may have not chosen you in the past. They may have chosen someone else, and they didn't sacrifice for you. They kind of gave up on you pretty easily. Maybe they thought, I don't know what they thought yet, but that's why they lied on you. Or maybe there was a lie told about you. I'm not sure yet. 11. Lacking in their own particular meaning. They didn't know what to stand up for. They were non-specific in what they wanted. They were indecisive. They didn't know what they wanted. They thought that you were an option because you were around like a shape, you were a circle. And so they kind of maybe thought you'd always be there, that you weren't going anywhere. So they kind of they didn't make a decision at all. They just kind of left it hanging. And there's a hanged rope right here. Um, 10. They know that you're traditional and human. They were being human. They may have been fluctuating between a wheel of fortune and an opportunity, and they saw you as traditional. Maybe they saw you like a little more boring. Maybe you're very you have high morals, very faithful, and they considered that to not be as fun in the moment when this was happening, I guess. So they kind of treated you like an option, and they may have cheated on you, honestly. They didn't see the signs, or they did, but they chose to ignore them, is what I'm getting. Okay. Tell us more. So this person is thinking of you now. You've separated yourself from them. You've put up a boundary. You say, no, I don't want to be treated that way, or something. Something caused you two to separate. I'm not really sure yet. I would imagine finding out, but I don't know. I don't want to assume. We'll see what the cards say. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being with us. It's my pleasure to bring the messages forward. How can we help the collective get a higher perspective of their linear view? I'm so grateful to be here, to be able to give the messages. I love you so much, and I'm truly favored and highly blessed, and everything works out for us. I love you. All right.
Probably not.
Probably not. So they might not, you might have had, I was just praying to Spirit, and Spirit said probably not. So you may have had a difference in beliefs. Yes, up of the moon planet. So you may have been a little more extraterrestrial, a little more high vibing, a little more different. You were different. You're intuitive. You have a sixth sense. You're kind of like on a high flying disc. This person may have had a difference of opinion or a difference of beliefs. The drowned king. Oh, the drowned king. This person may have been going through stress or something that made them feel um, drowning, like they were drowning. They were underwater. They were viewing you from like they were underwater. It was a distorted view of you. It was like looking through water. You can't see the bottom of the water, but they had bits and pieces. There's something that prevented this person from seeing you in in your in your entirety. They were just looking
Infrared.
infrared. They didn't have the scope.
Recalibrating.
They didn't have the ability to recalibrate to get a higher perspective to see you in a different light. They were at the bottom of a murky ocean, just kind of looking at you through dirty water. I'm getting. What dirtied the water? Ash. So someone created. There seems to be some kind of incineration, some kind of triangulation, some kind of targeting, some kind of burning, some kind of fire that was started that may have burned their vision of you or created some kind of ash to make their perception of you not what they thought it was. You're and I'm not sure why yet. What caused this fire or ash? A black widow. A black widow did. So there's and we have a triangle here, so that's three, that's the third party. So a third party here created some kind of scenario to incinerate this person's perception of you, and it had them feeling like they were drowning because it was like I see little golden bubbles in here,
Right eye.
right eye, which says to me that this person like subconsciously saw you as gold, but there was a black widow that may have caused some kind of perception change. They spun a lot of lies about you, a web of lies about you, to this person. Why did they do that? Why did they do that? Sublimation, because they wanted what you had. They wanted to um, they wanted you. They wanted this rose to feel like they were drowning. They wanted to make you seem like something you weren't. They wanted to place some kind of egg, some kind of thought, some kind of idea inside this king's perception of you. They could have possibly wanted to take your place, or something about seeing you as being free like a bird, something about, let me just double check what sublimation means. Sublimation. It's a conversion of a substance from solid to gaseous without its becoming liquid. So they saw you as someone that was solid,
Metaphysical.
metaphysical. They saw you as someone that was solid in maybe your spiritual beliefs or your intuition. Maybe you had a good life with this king. Maybe they saw you as having stability, and they didn't like that. There's something they didn't like about it. So the Black Widow went out of their way to create a web of lies to incinerate this king's perception of you. The new pearl upside down, and it's right above another triangle.
See you.
So, see you. Spirit said, see you. So, you're a pearl, but because of the lies that continued to grow, it continued to make this drowned king not see you right. It made them not see you right. It made them it kind of like trapped you in a stereotype. They were stereotyping you. Hey Margie, love you. They were stereotyping you. Um, I'm not sure what they were saying yet, but a stereotype is typical. Like they could have been saying, "You're a gold digger," and you're, I don't know.
The number is unclear.
Spirit said the number's unclear. The amount of things they said about you, just to get this king to look at you like you were not a rose. Wow, that's messed up. So what's up with this king now? This king's in dissolution. I think there's the webs are coming on. The web of lies is coming undone, and they're starting to see things more clearly now. They could potentially be wanting to fix things. They could, but they don't know how. They're kind of. I see a bird going up here, and then there's a bird going down. So they may be in a state of depression or kind of in a dark place. There may have been something that happened that caused them to be in disillusion, and now they're confused. They're really confused, and it's under this black widow.
Evil
So
dead.
evil dead. Spirit said this black widow is evil dead. Um, they were this black widow could, it says rotation, so this black widow could potentially be very promiscuous, someone who is used to spinning a rotation of a web of lies that is constantly um, always trying to use people, is always trying to, an opportunist basically, heavy in rotation. But now the king is starting to be disillusioned by this person. I think they're starting to see that this person is not for their highest good. What's making them see that? Resin. Resin, because being with them is a complete difference than being with you. Being with you, it was like flying high. It was they felt good, they felt loved, they felt nurtured. Being with them, being with this black widow is like resin. It's sticky, it's dark, it's smelly, it's musty, it's not fun. It's like walking in quicksand. So I think because of this person that painted you in this light, they put you in a third party because they didn't see your value, because they were the drowned king. They had their perception of you was blurred. It was purposely made to um,
Delicious.
confirmation. Spirit said delicious. They were purposely made to look at you like you weren't delicious, like you weren't worthy of their love on purpose, because this person saw you as solid. So what does the king want to do now? What's going to happen now? Jupiter. The king wants to give you three pearls, but I don't think they're completely in a healed place. I think they may expect you to heal them. And maybe that's where the sex comes in. Maybe you have like very healing sex or something, or they want you to forgive them, but they also are still in a place of healing, and so they're kind of coming at it at a wrong angle. But they do see your value now, and they probably see it threefold now because there's three pearls now. So they see it threefold, but they also may still be dealing with this third party or trying to get rid of the third party. It may be one thing that's holding them back, since the thumb is being held back. They want to come towards you, but they don't want to come towards you while they still have this connection to this black widow, because they know this black widow is trouble. This black widow,
Ballard.
bollard. I don't know what bollard means. What's bollard mean?
Number.
Bollard. Bollard? A short, thick post on the deck of a ship or on a wharf. And ship's rope may be secured. Yeah, bollard. It's like this third party has bound themselves to this person somehow, and they don't want to come to you because, for one, I think they know that this person has what they've done to you. So they don't want to bring the fuck shit to you. So that's really good. I got confirmation. They also think about you so much that they know that they want you. They don't want to give up on you. They realize what happened, and they could possibly be still healing from whatever this. Because ultimately, they were fooled too. They were fooled too. They should have stood up for you, but there's something here that convinced them that they were seeing you in a certain.
Sarah.
Sarah could be significant. There's something.
Too many.
Too many. There may have been multiple. Maybe this person has friends or something that said they knew you, so it kind of like solidified the lies because there's a lot of people they got to say the lies, to alter their perception about you. But they're realizing now, in their isolation, that you're the one. This might have been some kind of soul mate or something, or something where you guys share a telepathic bond. They may have been unable to really understand that before all this happened. Yeah, this they saw you as a burden. Honestly, they saw you as a burden. Because of this Black Widow, they saw you. They didn't think you had potential. They didn't think you were going anywhere. And really, I think what it was is that this person may have said like you cheated. They may have said that you're just using them for money. Um, so many things to create a stain on your reputation, because they wanted you to look that way. That was their plan. So what's going to happen now going forward?
Follow the clue.
Follow the clue, Spirit says.
Widow.
Widow. Spirit says widow. Venus? So there's definitely love here. There's definitely love here. I think what Spirit is trying to say is that it's gonna take a lot of healing. It's gonna take some fixing to get the balance right again. But this person doesn't want to let you go. This person wants.
Terminus.
This person doesn't want to terminate what
Take it.
what could be so special. They just it's sad that they took this person's wrath. It is sad that they took this person's word and just ran with it, and then it just kind of kept building up from all the people that they were involving in the lie. So that is like sad, but it's also, now in retrospect, they're seeing the value of you. They're seeing that you're their world. You're their world. They're seeing that you're their world, and that they don't want to let you go. So they're willing to. I don't think they know how to start this healing process, is what I'm getting. What else, Spirit? How can we be of service? Write your note to crush. Write a note to your crush. Spirit says to write a letter. Spirit says this person should write a letter to the person explaining how they feel. If they have a hard time coming forward and talking to their significant other about what happened, they should write a letter. Write a note to your crush. Because they do have to express how they feel. Tell a friend they had lettuce in their teeth all day. They think about you all day long. They do. They think about you all day long. Oh, there's a lot of emotion. Ooh, they do. They love you. Zooming. Spirit says zooming. This person's a runner. I don't think they've ever been in love this deep before. Spirit said run. I think this person usually runs, and that could have been possibly why they were so quick to believe lies about you, because your love might have scared them. They didn't know how to deal with it or love you the same way. Write a doctor's note to get a child out of school for a day. There's another note. Another note. Spirit's saying there's another reference to a note. You gotta
Tumbling.
tumbling. This person's gonna be tumbling until they express their feelings for you, until they express how much they love you. And if they can't do it verbally, then they should do it through a note. And they should do it openly, and they should be vulnerable, because they're like a child when it comes to their emotions, just like the book said. Um, the book the book said they're maybe at like a 14-year-old's level of emotional maturity. So you really have to remember that when you're dealing with them, that they may not have been advanced in their emotional um, growth, but this pushed them to want to do that, but they just don't know how. So Spirit says to write a note. This person should write signal to signal to you to how much they care about you, because there is Spirit says there is still wiggle room to fix this, to make it right, to have this person in their life still. Tell the bank your chimpanzee is a service animal. So they may have chosen this other person for financial gain. There may have been some kind of financial gain that was promised to them, and that's one of the reasons, or one of the temptations of many, that kind of took them away from you or made them not want to be with you. But it wasn't. But it was by a chimpanzee. It wasn't real. It was just a monkey show. It was all pretend, because this Black Widow is a liar, and they just wanted to say anything to get your person away from you, because they saw how much they loved you. Explain to your parents you're dropping out of school. Yeah, they wanted this person to drop you because they wanted to control you in some way. They may have been threatened by you, or, when you have true love, it's really important to protect it. And I don't think this person's ever had true love before. So when they were talking about it and saying how much they love you, it was making this Black Widow jealous. It was making this person want to ruin you, because they didn't have that. And so they were explaining how much they loved you, but that's really where they went wrong, because in their boasting of your guys' love, it was evident that this person took it upon themselves to put this person in like an emotional jail. Virginia. Spirit said Virginia. Write a new year's to the
number 4.
Write a new verse to the year's top song. Yeah, there's another thing to writing a note, writing a song. This person, Spirit is suggesting that this person needs to write a letter or a note of some kind expressing their love. They said that this is fixable, but it has to be an equal give and take, and this person has to show emotion. They have to tell you how they feel. I think they're afraid that you might reject them. Declare the terms of a duel in an old-timey western town. This may have caused a lot of drama between you guys. It may have had you declare a lot of boundaries that you had to put up because of what was going on here. But it was all because of one Black Widow that really went out of their way to ruin this connection. And so you both need to declare some terms and talk to each other, so you can both get on the same level and understand each other on an emotional level, because Spirit said before, human.
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock, we're all human, and we're all came here to make mistakes, and it's all about forgiveness, and there has to be a level of compassion and empathy in this situation, because this person was very immature. They're very immature. They had this true love, this magnificent love, and they were kind of naive around certain people. They trusted certain people with information that should have been cherished, it should have been protected, the connection should have been protected. And so transportation. If you want to be transported to the next level of this relationship, there has to be some kind of communication. And Spirit's really saying to write a note, how you feel, um, if if they want to declare
I am
their
dead.
if they want to declare their love. But this person may be in a spirit said I'm dead, so this person may be in a state of depression. They may not have ever felt a level of depression like this before, so they're kind of like in no thank you, I'm working right now, thank you. So they may be explain your deepest childhood fear. Yeah, they think their childhood fear is to be emotional. They may have been repressed in their emotions as a child, and so actually explaining how they feel is actually their fear, their number one fear, because they're not used to doing it. They're used to having very superficial type of feelings and not really going too deep, but you kind of pull that out of them, and that scares them. It scares the shit out of them, because what if you reject them? What if you don't love them? What if you decide not to forgive them? They're very scared. How'd you get the car stuck in a ditch? This person's in a ditch of their own emotions. They don't know how to get out. They're so crippled by their fear that you'll reject them because they know what they did to you was messed up. They're very sorry. They didn't know what love was. They didn't know what it was. They didn't know. They still don't know. They still are very scared by how they feel. They've never felt this way about somebody before. Write the plot for a Christmas movie. They may be romanticizing meeting, when this happens, and it may be, they're like on and off. They're like, they romanticize it and think of reuniting with you and how it's going to be great, and then they also think of, how it could go wrong. So they're like up and down right now. Key. The key is love. The key is love. Like, even if you guys don't end up together, you can still be very good friends. You can still, or you could just start as friends again and kind of restart, and kind of not go based off of what the past connection was, but the connection's still there. So to go from that place and kind of get to know each other in a new place, and that could really help to rebuild this relationship from a new place, from a new foundation, and then to kind of learn from the past what not to do. The monster is under your bed. How do you handle it? This person realizes that they're their own worst enemy, that they can be a monster sometimes because of their lack of, or their inability to handle their emotions.
At the end.
At the end, they're at their wits' end because they realize this, and they realize that they need you to understand their emotions, but they're so afraid you won't want them that they can't understand their emotions without you. So it's like a catch-22. They're at their wits' end. It's like they don't want to be this monster anymore. How do you handle it? They may be watching you. They may be trying to. Maybe that's why they're doing the divination spine or trying to look in your dreams, because they want to know, how do I heal? How do we heal this? And they are trying to figure out if you're on the same page as them. Embargo.
You're not respectful.
A good witch and a bad witch meet for lunch. What do they talk about? Oh wow! So they realize that they chose the bad one and that you're the good one. They were under the illusion that you were the bad one and that the other one was the good one. And they do still have some kind of attachment to the bad witch. It doesn't have to be actually a witch. It could have been. I don't know. Maybe that's why they're divination spying or something. But they want to meet up with you. They want to have a date with you. They want to see you. They want to hold you. They want to talk to you. Ooh, they have a lot of emotion. They could be crying. They could actually be crying, and that's one thing. Negative. They find that to be negative.
Stop us.
Spirit said, they stop themselves from crying. they should really allow themselves to cry. That's your body releasing emotion. You know, there's nothing wrong with crying. If your body feels the need to cry, then you really have to follow that, and you have to allow your body to do what it needs to do, because it's a sympathetic nervous response for your body to release something. If your body feels the urge to cry, you shouldn't hold it back. You should absolutely just let it flow. Friendship is quite possible and doable. They need to write a letter. Yeah. What's that smell? What's that smell? What's that smell under? How'd you get the car stuck in a ditch? They're having a hard time smelling the roses. They're really depressed right now. It's really sad. It's like they see you as their wish fulfillment and as someone who could help heal them, but they're their own worst enemy. They love you, then they hate you. They hate that they love you so much. They hate that they feel this way. They never felt this way about anybody, and it makes them angry sometimes. And then that makes them upset that they get angry that they love you. It's like a vicious cycle, really. It makes them kind of stuck in their own mind. They really need to get out of their mind, honestly. They need to start following their heart. Tell your Tinder date they look nothing like their profile photo. They may have met this Black Widow online through Tinder or something, or they may possibly have some sex addictions, or use sex as a way to Gray. They may use sex as a way to numb their pain. Spirit said William, to kind of numb their pain or find temporary intimacy as a way to kind of deal with this. So that's another thing that's blocking them. They may know that they need to stop doing that, but it's like they can't stop doing it because they don't know how to deal with their emotions. How can they deal with their emotions? Right? A telemarketing message. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things about writing a note. They really need to write a note. Spirit is suggesting that 5 times. So if they don't write you a note, to at least like pretend to write you a note of what they would say to like get it out of them, because they need to purge how they feel and get it out. And if they're not going to tell you verbally, they're not going to write you a note, they could do it like personally. Just pretend to write you a note, but not give it to you at first. At least do that, and that could help unclog some of their emotional infestations, or is that insect? Because they're viewing their emotions as a bad thing because they don't know how to purge their emotions, and they need to write a letter. Spirit says, offer to supply sunscreen to someone that's already burnt. So they know,
goodbye.
say goodbye. Spirit says, so they know that they've already hurt you. They know. So how do you apply sunscreen after somebody's hurt you, after the burn? You're supposed to apply it before the burn. So they know that they've hurt you, and they don't want to come to you with anything that is just going to sugarcoat stuff. So they're kind of Spirit said break. So they're taking advantage of this break, of this isolation, to really marinate and think about what it is that they're going to bring to you, to figure you out. They want to come at a different angle than before. So they're expressive. They want to really think about how they're going to express themselves to you. They're really being mindful is what they're doing, which is fantastic. But I think they could be too much in their mind right now. Good day. Happy day. Explain to your parents why you did poorly in school. They may have involved their parents in some way, and their parents could possibly not like you, or maybe they said things to their parents to make them not like you. Oracle. They could possibly
stay with you.
They could possibly really love you, but they're having pushback from maybe their family. Their family might not like you because you're intuitive or something like that, very sensitive. Spirit said oracle, so, but Spirit also said stay with you. So they may also be getting pushback in that area, or maybe friends or something. Put it where it resonates. but they really need to do what makes them happy. They can't really care about what everyone else thinks, because then they're just doing what other people want, and it's really just people's opinions. It doesn't make it true. They have to follow how they feel. If they feel like it's true love, then are you really going to pass up true love because your parents can't, find why do the parents not like the collective? Describe why you got banned from a restaurant. I I think one of the mistakes this person made was telling all their business to their parents, but all the information they had wasn't real. It was based on what this Black Widow was saying. And so now their parents have an askew view of you, but they're afraid to tell their parents, um, yeah, I may have cheated and I may have believed these lies and I told you lies about collective. So it's kind of like a sticky situation to be in, and they don't want their parents to be disappointed in them. What's the advice? You got locked in your favorite store at night. What do you do? But their parents are gonna be understanding. That's, you're, when you have flexes, they can be flexible, but this person has to admit that they're locked in on you, that you're their favorite person. They're what you want. You are what they want. They have to admit that to themselves, and then they can start fixing the tarnished image that they gave every one of you, and they're gonna have to fess up to the fact that they made a mistake, is what they're gonna have to do. If you really want true love, then they're gonna have to, what's the best part about kindergarten? They're gonna have to admit they were immature, that they were very immature, and that they acted out of a like 14-year-old emotional mindset. And they made a mistake. They made lots of mistakes, but it doesn't mean that you can't fix it. It doesn't mean it can't be fixed. Write a description for a rom-com. I'm telling you, you guys are going to be laughing about this. And there's another thing about writing. Spirit wants this person to write you a note, like really bad. That's the sixth thing, reference to writing. But it's going to be funny soon. It's going to be like a movie of a romantic comedy in a year from now. Arrives. At the center of a pyramid is a phrase. What does it say? This person has to climb a pyramid. They have to get to the top of the pyramid, and it's going to take a little effort on their part, a little accountability. But if they do it, they will reach the top of the pyramid. They will get wish fulfillment, but they have to fix all the mistakes they've made. What was the best part of middle school? Middle school, yeah. This person's just so immature emotionally. It's like crazy. They're really like a 14-year-old. Imagine a 14-year-old boy that is afraid to fall in love and does everything in their power to make this person. They basically wanted you to not be perfect. You're perfect to them. It's like no matter what you do, you're perfect to them because they love you. Ooh. Ooh, they could be crying right now. What's the biggest lie you ever told? They know that they messed up. They lied on you. They lied to their parents about you, their family. They made their family not like you. They know they did this. They did a lot. That's why they don't want to come to you, because they're like, I understand. Like, how could you want me back? How could you love me after this? But love conquers all. As long as you show that you're willing to do the work to make it right and to be different and to change, love conquers all. Love is the key. How'd you create a magic potion? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They may have done magic on you.
Use this.
They may have done magic on you, maybe from this Black Widow, because we had Good Witch, Bad Witch. They may have done magic on you to do something, and that's another reason. They did a lot. They may have done a lot. What's the most Google searched by a 10-year-old? because they were emotionally immature. They could have Googled how to, they could have possibly put a love spell on you to draw you to them, to make you come to them, but it didn't work. And so they did a lot of immature things instead of just doing the most mature thing, which is come to you and speak to you. And they want your forgiveness. They want you to forgive them. Explain why you got fired from your last job. They could have done this in past relationships where they kind of have the same MO, where if it gets getting too serious, they kind of maybe demonize the other person and make a reason to break up with them. But I think every other person actually did cheat on them and stuff.
In the back.
In the past, yeah. But you didn't. You were actually upright. You're actually a rose. You were actually the only person they see now that they could trust. Explain to a chicken how they taste. They're just being a chicken right now. You gotta give them some time. Spirit, if they're watching this, Spirit suggests you write a note. Make an excuse to get out of plans you made in advance. They're really wanting to change everything they've done. They are. They really want to make it right. They really want to change it. Bus. They might want to, they're so embarrassed, they may want to take a bus out of town. They feel so embarrassed. They feel like they really fucked up. But they do want to make it right. They wish they could change it. And I just think they're kind of stuck right now. Because they may have been doing magic. So if it didn't work on you, then it had to go back somewhere. So they're probably like some kind of backfire or something. Spirit, how can this person unfuck themselves? What's advice for this person to unfuck themselves? Show up for yourself and what's possible between you and your partner. No more mindless complaining about your problems. You can be the solution. Come through, Spirit. Come through. Spirit says to go for it. Okay? I hope it helps. Love you.